Long before he got caught in an FBI sting, D.C. Councilmember Trayon White had a history of run-ins with police. It's been 9 days since the Ward 8 councilman was indicted for bribery. The 7 News I-Team and investigative reporter Mitch Blacher are staying on top of this story. And Mitch, the councilman has a history, a little bit complicated with the legal system.
Yeah, we've shown you the FBI's pictures of him allegedly taking these cash stuffed envelopes and putting them in his pocket. But his run-ins with the law, they go back more than a decade.
I don't steal, I don't take, I'm not, all those things they say about politicians.
This is Councilman Trayon White on Instagram in November 2022. He's talking about rumors the FBI was investigating him.
If that happened to Trayon White in Washington, D.C., pro my people, I'm a Pan-African, I'm on board, and I'm in politics, a young black man with locks, it'll be all over the news.
Less than 2 years later, his arrest and the pictures snapped during an FBI undercover operation are national news. Dig through court records and you'll find White dealing with police in court for more than a decade. In 2011, D.C. police pulled White over for driving without plates in an unregistered vehicle. White missed his court date, a bench warrant was issued, he paid a $300 fine. In 2013, White was charged with knowingly driving an uninsured vehicle in Harford County, Maryland. That case was dismissed after he paid a fine. He was pulled over again in 2014 in D.C., charged with failing to obey an officer. He missed his court date and paid a $100 fine to handle this bench warrant and agreed to community service. Then in June 2017, White, who is now an elected D.C. council member, was pulled over for driving without headlights. D.C. police arrested him for driving with a suspended license. This arrest marked a turning point in his relationship with law enforcement. He used it to take on police misconduct and bias. Local prosecutors dropped the charges. In 2018, he was again arrested for driving with a suspended license, this time back in Maryland. Those charges were also dropped. In 2021, White is found guilty in Maryland for not following traffic control devices. In April 2023, Maryland police stopped him again, this time for driving without plates and refusing to show his license and registration to the officer who pulled him over. Now Trayon White faces the most serious charges of his career, a federal indictment accusing him of accepting $156,000 in bribes to steer government contracts. The councilman often uses his social media to control his message. He advocates for his ward and claims his innocence.
Well, you got to use some intelligence there. Know that didn't happen. And my hands clean.
Now, all of these cases, they were filed in criminal court. We are also checking out civil cases. That's where you often will see money on the line, and whether or not it's changing hands and who, of course, it is changing hands between. We'll, of course, let you know what we find.
Mitch Blacher with the I-Team, thank you.